number 3. Grass River 3 R's. Grass River Railroad. Why they didn't do G?
this. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble?
Howdy, howdy, howdy. And the screen should be coming up here pretty soon. It's up on Twitch. Where'd my cursor go? And there, my camera. Howdy. Well, let's see who all we got in the chat for right now. We got Brian W., Dwight, how you doing? Kyle, Dave, Almar, howdy. Dave Piper and Brad Anderson. Good day, sir. And so far, we got Lloyd over here on the panel. Like we say every Thursday, if you got a camera with a built-in mic or a separate mic, if you want to, you can hop in on the panel here. Get you 15 seconds of fame. If you're going to be to explain it. More progress on the building, huh?
Yeah, and I've been going a bit crazy on details. I'm going to show you this. Oh, I think I better use a white sheet.
Ah, come on, Dave. Can't be any worse than me. Other camera. One in front of you. Your side camera's not on.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
My camera's not on?
Your front camera is, but it looked like you was holding it for a side camera.
Oh, I don't have a side camera.
Oh, now I see why you're doing it. Yeah, you got an open window.
Yeah, so the windows come like this.
Yeah.
So I cut a piece, and then of course I have to do all the sides to make it fit.
Yeah.
So I went a bit crazy on this. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 windows like that. And that's enough.
Yeah.
And I decided, I don't know if you can see it.
Okay. You blanked them out.
So I've got colored windows.
Okay, they're looking white on my camera, but alrighty. Okay, I'm starting to see a little bit of color.
Okay, let me show you this then.
Yeah.
So what I did is I'm using LaserJet water slides, and what I'm doing is putting it on the window so that if there's light, you'll be able to see a bit through it instead of having just plain paper.
Oh, okay.
So this is clear. White paper gives it a little bit what do you call it?
Sheen.
It's a bit darker. In other words, you don't see right through the window.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's more opaque.
Yeah.
Well, let's see, we got Ari and Michael in here, and Dan.
But one thing for sure is I won't do that on all 250 windows.
Yeah. You get done building this building, you're going to need to build a wall or something that won't have any windows or doors in it.
Yeah, well, I posted on my Facebook that Christmas came early.
Yeah.
I got two buildings. One is from Foss, and the other one is from.
Hey, Greg, Jerry, how y'all doing?
They're both Craftsman kits. I got this one.
Boilermakers. Okay.
And the other one is the Rock. What is it? Rock Island from Foss. And I was expecting custom, like a bill from customs for about $200, and it came out to zero.
Really?
Yeah, but I had sent an email to those two guys asking them if it was possible to have it sent as a gift, and that's probably what happened.
Okay.
So $200 save. That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, howdy, John. 2618. I know you're new to all this, so if you want to go back to the post, there's a link there that you can click on. It's whereby.com MRL-live link. They'll put you on the panel if you want to come on the panel for a little bit. You got time? Yo, Ken.
Yeah, Dwight, you're right. Been to a that X-Acto knife really cuts.
John's sitting in Canada tonight for work. It's in a hotel. Hey, if you ain't got cuts while you're working on the mall, you might want to rethink it. Yeah, they do, Dave. He's saying they really rake you guys over the coals for those custom fees.
Oh yes. I don't understand. They charge you $25 for doing a little bit of custom work, and then they charge us 15% on the costs, the Canadian cost, not the U.S. cost.
Yeah. Well, they couldn't collect as much if they did on the U.S. cost.
You're right, Dwight. Time for a cruise. I'm leaving in 3 weeks.
Jeez, you just got back from one, wasn't it?
Yeah, but this one is a cruise that I had won in January. And it's the same one as the one in January, so basically we're not getting off the boat at all.
Aren't you taking another one in December?
No.
Oh, so this is one you're going to stop by Big Bill's while you're there.
Yeah, I should be stopping by Big Bill's.
I thought you had a thing where y'all were doing a cruise every December or something.
No. Usually it's September, every second year.
Oh, okay.
What's good about this one is that I can drive to New Jersey instead of flying.
Yeah.
It's only a 6-hour drive.
Yeah, Lloyd said he's got a buddy that's going on the Princess cruise, transition cruise from New York to St. Thomas.
I very beings. Yeah. It's a warmer place, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Limping through malls with Nathan. How you doing? He just got in. Yeah. Went over John's today and took a couple of my engines over. One of them's a brand new, well, yeah, it's not brand new. I bought it brand new, but I've had it for over a year. I got to work on the thing straight out of the box. It'll run, but the drawbar won't stay hooked up to the cold tender. It needs to be modified. So I didn't run it today. I had another diesel RS3. I put a new decoder in a long time ago because I had one of those Lentz decoders that don't last long. And replaced it with another Digitrax decoder. Boy, that thing ran a whole lot better. Plus, I found my cab too, and I took it over. Check it out on John's system, and it works. Not quite everything, Dwight. He's asking if I had every piece of track on John's layout wired. I don't think I'm going to wire every piece. I'm kind of doing every other one. And we're using that Zephyr, one of the old ones, so it's only 2.5 amps, and so far it seems to be doing pretty good. John's engine, although he buys a lot of really cheap engines, and he buys them used, and the one that we got that's running right now it'll hiccup a little bit here and there around on layout. When I put my switcher on there today, it ran with no trouble at all. Went all the way around as far as we've gotten so far, which is pretty much 3/4 of the, well, actually more like about 85-90% of the main line. John 2618 said Broadway Limited just announced a run of heavy Pacifics arriving before the end of the year. I'll have to be looking for that one. See what they got. I try to get mostly southern road names. That Steam, I got some Mikado. It's one of the Tennessee lines. Can't remember exactly which one it was now. It was a Nashville something. But I got some other southern Georgia, central Georgia, ACLs. Guess I need to pick up a couple of NNWs. Alabama has some good engines over there. Need to find some of those. Yep, LNN. Yeah, that's right, Dave. Louisville and Nashville. And I think I said it's a Mikado. It's not. It's a decapod, Russian decapod. It's a 210-0. what short time it ran, it seemed to run pretty good till the drawbar started falling out from under it. Yep, that was a good guess. What, everybody go on vacation, Lord? Jeez, usually I got 2 or 3 in here tonight by this time.
Yeah, where is everybody?
I have no idea.
Ralph? Andy? Andy's probably overworked again.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, we had a little problem Monday night at Tune Up. And, yeah, gave him a call real quick. He just got home from work. By the time we got done and got things working decent, he had to go right back in again.
Gee.
Yeah, Ken, I'd like to get a hold of a Heisler or and a Climax. I like those. I thought they were always pretty neat. Not fast engines, but high on torque. Ari says it's been a slow few weeks, I guess, for him. All right, any of you guys out there in chat checked out our our Twitch stream? See what you thought about that? Don't look, Lord, here he comes.
Oh, he's here.
Not yet. We got a black screen.
Yeah, my camera's not working.
Okay.
I thought he was getting old and going to bed early.
Nice try.
I'm glad you said that. I wasn't about to touch it.
Nice try. Why won't my screen adjust?
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, let's see, where'd he go? Dave, BNSF, I only run modern diesels. He does have a couple of steamers from Cato. I think everybody should have at least 1 or 2 steamers. Even if you are doing modern stuff, you can always run them as excursions.
Yep, I agree. I've got 2. I've got the Royal Hudson for excursion, and I've got one of those small ones. I don't remember which one.
All right, Dave said he loaded the app for Twitch on his TV, but unfortunately, he's in a different location in the house. Yeah, that makes it a little difficult. Well, Ralph, I guess you'll just have to be heard and not seen today.
Yeah, something like that.
It's kind of like do as I say and not as I do.
Well, you know what? The camera works better if you plug it in.
Yes, it does.
Hang on.
Just like vacuum cleaners.
Yeah, them too. Let's see if this works.
to reset again.
Yeah, probably. For it to read the camera. Just do a refresh.
Yeah, right.
That's what I was going to say.
Just click that little circle thingy up there at the top left. Yeah, Dave said he's got a GM Mikado and a FEF and BNSF excursion paint. There he is.
There we go. So what's the topic tonight?
Whatever you want to talk about.
Putting walls together.
Do what?
What's Lloyd doing? Putting walls together.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought you put your brick inside there already. It doesn't look like you. Is this more walls that haven't been done yet?
Yeah, it's the. Hold on. The top part. See, like you've got two. You got one wall here, and one here. So
Okay.
instead of that, I'm doing my own way of looking at walls. It's going to be one full wall.
So you're adding another floor. So it's kit bashing.
Yeah. Oh, well, listen to this. I ordered the kit from Foss, the new kit,
Mhm.
the White Rock, or anyway. And I ordered a kit from the Boilermaker. They're both Craftsman kits. So I was expecting about $200 in customs. Cost me zero.
Interesting.
I had sent an email to both guys asking them if they could send them as a gift. So that's probably what happened.
A lot of manufacturers won't do that.
Yeah.
But it's worth a try.
Well, that's what I.
In your case, it worked,
Yeah.
which is good. I just went through some stuff the other day. I had one guy send me a locomotive to weather, and he put the value as $219. And when it came through Canada Customs, they added on $38.43.
Really?
Based on the value, and part of that is $28 in tax.
Yeah.
And I said to him when he did it, mark on it, it's toy trains. Don't put model train. Put toy trains for repair. And I meant for him to do it in the
Custom sheet.
In the declaration sheet, right? Where they ask for a description.
Yeah.
All he put was scale trains, model train for repair. And of course, so he ended up paying $38 more.
Yeah, Dwight said he had two 2.8.0s in N-scale and HO. Better for small radius curves in my short turntables. Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to run this thing. The one I've got, it's a 210O,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not a big engine. It's the Russian Decapod
Yeah, but
steam
still
engine.
five drivers in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, are the center drivers flangeless?
Don't know. Couldn't tell you. This is not.
It could be, and it's a Bachmann.
No, it's in a green box.
In a green box.
Yeah, heavy box.
Don't know that one.
I think it's green. Yeah.
Because usually what they'll do is, and they do it on real railroads as well. White Pass and Yukon Railroad run narrow gauge, and they have some pretty tight curves going up that mountain. And they're using, I think it's 460, and the center driver has no flange.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't bind on the curves.
Well, Jason just got in the chat. He must have had work tonight.
And Michael Lombertino. Hey, Michael. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, John, if you got an engine that's having a hard time on tight curves, if all the wheels got flanges, a lot of people, what they do is take the center wheel and file that flange off.
Yeah. They even do it in real life, so.
Yeah.
See if I can find that photo. I may have shown it here before, but.
Yeah, that one that rolled over.
One that's on its side, yeah.
Yeah, came off the tracks. All right, I'm still here, so don't do nothing bad.
Okay, I'll behave. I don't know. I can't talk for Lloyd, but I'll behave.
Yeah. Yeah, Jason said he's at work just listening.
Don't put it on too loud so you don't get caught. You don't want to get caught.
Yeah. He's probably back in the storeroom anyway. If he hears anybody coming, just run to the bathroom. Well, being a smart aleck that I am.
Here it is. And that was a 460.
Yeah, you can see the bottom wheels there. You can see the flanges better on the front and back.
The flanges are not all that big either.
No.
It's no wonder they have a lot of derailments up there.
Adrian is asking, what building is getting worked on over on the right? Is that your right or my right, Adrian? I'm going to let Lloyd explain what building that is.
Well, hold on. I just want to finish that window.
Yeah.
Because I'm really fed up with those windows. Like, I had about 250 to do. Okay, so the building in question is this is the building. It's from N-Scale Architect. This is HO scale, so it measures 5 feet long by 2 inches wide. So
What was the name of that building they give it there?
the name of the building is, there's no name. It just says the N-Scale Architect,
Uh,
curtain wall panel system.
Okay.
so you
What's the kit number?
make it what you want.
Okay, the kit number is box set 50095.
From the N-Scale Architect.
Yeah, and that's HO scale. They also have it in N scale. So I was, Ralph, I was showing Johnny a little bit earlier what I've been doing to the windows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got them looking pretty good too.
Come here, window. So the windows come like this.
With the open transom.
Okay, that's how the window shows up. And that's what I end up doing. Hold on. The windows are open. So
Yeah.
So what happens is that I had to basically cut, because I still have a little bit more to do.
So they weren't designed to open. You're adding pieces onto it to make it look.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got this little piece here, and then here.
Is there any way you can blow them up, John?
Yeah, but he's a little blurred too.
Yeah.
That's the best I can do.
Where did I put those? Here. See it?
Move it to the top of the page there, Lloyd, where you don't have all
Okay.
the pictures set.
Those 2 white lines here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I use. Like, for example, it's going to go like, hold on. I think I better take a white piece of paper.
Or up where the lettering is.
Yeah, just move it up to the lettering.
No, hold on. That's the white.
Yeah. White won't show up, but that's okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I've cut pieces that fits around to create the window.
Yeah. Yeah, we
So
see it now.
Okay, so that's the part that takes a long time to do. And then when the window's done,
Just glue it in the open position.
I just glue it and then repaint the rest.
Yeah.
And those are plastic parts?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the white is styrene that I had, like very thin styrene.
Mm-hmm.
And to finish it off, the windows that are going to be closed, I don't know if you can see the different blues. So what it is I printed on a LaserJet water slide on a white sheet of paper.
Yeah.
At first I had done it on a transparent sheet, but then like you don't see the blue at all, or you barely see it because it's really transparent.
Mm-hmm.
So by doing it on the white, it's still transparent, but it's got a little opaque.
Well, it's not transparent; it's translucent.
Yeah,
It's got some body to it.
yeah. So with the light, you can see through the window a bit.
Right.
Yeah, Dwight's gonna make me go up to the truck and get that engine out so I can see who made it, who it's from. I know it wasn't Overland. Yeah, he's asking if it was Overland. I know it wasn't Overland.
But I'm not going to do I'm probably going to do about 15 windows like this out of the 250.
Mm-hmm. 250 windows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's the small ones also, but the small ones I'm not going to open up.
So you're doing less than 10%.
Yeah, and those windows I'm going to do a majority of them, but there's some that are going to be like with wood.
Right.
Because, like I said, I ordered stuff from ITLA. Like, for example, I ordered the stuff that the shadow box that you did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I ordered that, and I ordered stuff that's going to go on the outside of the building, like a fire escape,
Right.
bunch of stuff to.
Now his fire escapes are pretty good. They're pretty good. They're damn good. The other one, and I don't know whether you want to try them, is Tichy trains.
Titchy.
Tichy.
Yeah.
He makes a lot of separate parts, but they're plastic.
Well, I wanted the single.
I can show you what the plastic ones look like.
Because ITLA had like double. What do you call it?
Yeah, Dave, this wasn't a brass engine. I guarantee you that.
There's the ones from Tichy.
Yeah. But those are those single decks or double decks?
What do you mean?
Well, the width of the balcony, if you want. Are they like single or double?
I still don't know what you mean. The
Okay.
balcony is the balcony.
No, if you look at the balcony from the front,
Yeah.
like front of the building, of the balcony, okay, that's a double wide. Some are just like single, like just the width of the door if you want. Or just a little bit bigger than the door.
They've got to be a lot bigger than the door, otherwise you can't get the ladder up.
No, I mean they're a little bit bigger, but yours is like twice the size of a single. Like I call that.
Well, these ones weren't designed for this, and like the bottom one, I trimmed it and made it smaller because I don't have to go down on an angle. It comes straight down from there.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Well, you had to get clearance for the awning, too.
Yep.
Because if you go on the ITLA site,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to ask if you want the single or the double.
Okay. Well, I got fire escapes on this thing. I can see what he means by double. There's two windows on this thing where the fire escape is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is ITLA, so.
I guess that's what he means by double, or like double
Yeah.
window or a single window.
Mm-hmm. Now, the nice thing about his, as opposed to the Tichy, the railings that come down from one balcony to the next or from one platform to the next, the ladders actually have railings on them. Tichy doesn't. It's just a ladder.
All right, so you're going to come down the Tichy backwards then, like you do,
Yep.
go up and down a regular ladder.
Yep.
Oh, here's a question for you guys.
Maybe we have an answer.
Yeah. See
Or
all
maybe somebody outside there has an answer.
Yeah. See all those piles of those are the window cuts, which I kept. And I thought maybe I could use them like piles of plywood. But
Yeah.
if you look at HO scale size, I wrote it down here.
4x8 in HO.
It would be 8 foot 7 inches by 5 feet, 10 inches by 5.4 inches thick.
So
That's
you'd
what
have
the dome
you'd
is.
have to cut them down, and they wouldn't. How much thick?
5.4 inches.
Wow.
So it's almost like an 8 by 4, but it's 5 inches thick. And I'm not gonna split that.
Well, 8 foot is just under one inch 1/8, just a smidgen under, and 4 is just
yeah.
over. It's a 16th over a half inch.
Okay.
9/16.
It's 1.1875 by 0.8125 by 0.0625.
Now you're getting really technical. I'd like to see you measure that.
It's called what do you call it? Those calibers?
Yeah.
And then I converted into inches and then into feet.
I was just gonna say, convert it into real inches, real feet.
Yeah.
So what would you do with that?
You can use them for loads. What I would do is if you can, take a really fine pen and draw a line on the edge of them after you cut them down to 4x8.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That might
And
look like two
then
sheets.
stack them, and it'll look like it's a whole thing of plywood, or even just stack them and wrap them in paper, like you see the lumber loads coming on the what do they call those cars?
Those
That
Bulkhead.
bulkhead with the center beam.
Yeah. Let's see. Ken Amos, ITLA makes awesome kits. Got my Allstate factory 2 weeks ago. But I haven't started. He'll probably wait till after his shoulder surgery. And Adrian
that would be a
said,
wise move.
yeah, Adrian said, could you score them in the middle with a razor blade, meaning those wood blocks that I think right now Lloyd is going to stay away from razor blades if he hadn't noticed a Band-Aid on his finger.
Yeah.
But yeah, that could be a possibility. Put some Indian ink in there. No, because it'll soak his spread. Just take a pencil.
It's like pressed cardboard.
Yeah.
So you could see a bit of lines in it.
Huh.
So I don't know, 5/8. So that would mean 5/8 inches, 5, 6, 7. That would mean there would be 8 pieces of plywood in there.
Yeah. Dave said number 11 blades are dangerous. Yeah, that's
They
the reason.
are very dangerous. Make sure you have crazy glue handy.
Well, that's the reason why you need to respect them. You'll still get hurt occasionally, but not as often.
Oh, I did get a kit from Roomets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah,
put it together yet?
he sent me the entire kit with the lights and everything.
Well, that's how they sell them.
Yeah, but I wasn't expecting that. I just wanted the interior. But hey.
He's in cahoots with Woodland Scenics.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's the one that did Trainmaster TV, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't think of his name right off, but
Barry Silverthorne.
yeah, Barry. I thought Tim was doing the laser cutting for him.
No, he's probably got his own laser.
Oh, okay.
Him and another guy are doing these roomettes, so maybe the other guy has the laser. I mean, these kits that he's doing, it's not so much that they're laser cut. They could be die cut as well, because it's just you pop it out of a piece of paper and you fold it. It's a like cardstock for a file folder.
Okay. Seemed like I heard somebody say that he was laser cutting or getting them laser cutted.
Well, and it may be. He may have the access to a laser. I know at one point Barry had, when I went to do the video up at Train Masters, I walked in. It was like walking into a hobby shop. He had just about everything.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of like what they say about Marty. You walk in his train room and open up the big cabinet doors. It's like a hobby shop. He's got a little bit of everything in there.
Yep.
Well, in fact, he's got more than just that one cabinet, but
I don't have enough cabinets for my stuff. I'm being forced into a smaller space than I want, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, as long as you got shelves.
I have some.
Well, you're not going to be able to expand out like you were talking about?
Well, that'll happen. It's just I got to get her stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I'm moving into the laundry room, so that's her domain.
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't tell you that because you're moving there that you're responsible now for all the washing?
I'm already doing the cooking. Come on.
Yeah, Dave said you and me both, Ralph. Never enough space.
It's true. Honest to God. I thought this layout just in this room, 10 by 19'6", basically 20 feet. I thought that was going to be enough.
Yeah.
But when I saw the opportunity of moving that way, I have a 7 foot square area that I can expand into.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit wider. So it's 7 foot that way, 7 foot that way.
All right, let's see here. Limping through malls with Nathan. Any tips on avoiding plastic discoloration from cutting parts from a sprue?
Plastic discoloration.
Oh, it's when you cut. Let's say it's a green sprue and you cut it becomes
It
white.
goes a little bit lighter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, use good sprue cutters.
Yeah, that's what Dave was saying, sharp sprue cutters.
And
Well,
you won't have any problems. Like I have these. They look like wire cutters, but they're meant just for
Yeah.
plastic, and they're flush cut.
but shouldn't you be painting your stuff anyway?
Well, sometimes you don't have
Not
to.
always. Some people paint it on the sprue, but then when you cut it off, then you have to touch it up again.
Yeah.
God, we had one guy that used to shop at the store that I worked at. When he passed away, the wife brought all his models in, all the unfinished ones and the ones that he sort of had started and never finished. But even the unfinished ones, or the ones that weren't even started, he cut everything off the sprue and threw the sprue away. And nowadays, with most models, every part has a number,
Yeah.
and every sprue has an alphabet. He threw them all away. So I don't know how. Especially now with all of these new kits and stuff where they're adding so many detail parts. It's hard to keep track of what's what and where it goes.
Yeah. Well, Nathan, that's all we can tell you that'll help you out there is just get yourself a good set of sprue cutters. Amos said, yeah, makes for interesting build for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I picked up a lot of the parts for the scratch building stuff that I do.
Yeah, Mike. Mike down there at the store when he buys those estate layouts, and he'll find kits in there like that, kind of been broke apart and all, hadn't been
Mm-hmm.
finished, or a lot of times they don't even have the boxes anymore. He'll just take a bunch of that stuff and put it in a Ziploc bag and
Ziploc bag. Yep. We
yeah,
had those too.
put a $5 price tag on it. Here you go. I know it's got enough walls to make a building and a roof. You can do what you want with the rest.
You said Jason was here?
No, he's in the chat.
Jason, that's what I meant
Yeah.
in the chat. I finished my transformer.
I mean, I don't know if he's still here because he's working. It's looking good. Yeah.
Nice. You gonna weather it?
No, not the transformer, no.
Yeah. That's
But
good.
I have to put the tie downs, I have to put the company logo on the transformer, and that's all scratch built. And then after I get it done and it's on the center depressed uh, flat car, I go and run it through one of my tunnel portals. It's too tall.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna put a different portal in.
Yeah. Dave BNSF said, hope he didn't toss the instructions on those kits you were talking about.
Actually, they were all in a file all together. So you had to figure out what the kit was and then go and look for the instructions.
Yeah.
The
Ken
only
said,
the only saving grace basically was he had one of those cabinets that you can get at Walmart where you have the pull-out drawers, the plastic.
yeah.
And it wasn't the one that had the really deep drawers. It was the narrow drawers. The whole thing was narrow drawers. He had them partitioned off, and each partition was a kit.
Huh. So that meant he probably had those instructions set up in the order they were in the drawers then.
Oh, I don't know. There was no order to anything.
Oh, okay.
He had biplanes with modern jets, cars with tank stuff.
Oh.
And yet it all sold.
Yeah. Yeah.
We let people go through the drawers. If there's one there that you want, we'll bag it up for you, and it's all yours.
Yeah. Well, we're about to get to the end of this one. We got one more week left on this month. And the only show we've got is the Thursday show. But then November the 6th is going to be Who's Big Bill Talking To? And that will be with, let me run back up here and chat. Haven't posted nothing here lately. John 26:18. I'm like Bill, I keep wanting to say 28:18, but it's 26:18. He is going to be
Bill needs glasses.
He's got glasses. I do too. But he's going to be on Who's Big Bill Talking To? And he's just got a little small switch and layout, but he's got a really nice one. He's done some good work on it. And looky here, we got start to finish coatings. He was saying hi earlier, and I kind of missed that. Sorry about that.
Yeah, he made it when he first came in. I guess it was around there. He said, "Hello, men," and I was going to say something, but we got talking about something else.
Yeah.
He using the term very loosely.
Oh yeah. All right, so don't forget November the 6th. Then we also have got the Bill Show. There'll be November the 11th, and then November 19th will be Joe's Train Room. You're on that one, aren't you, Ralph?
I don't know. I haven't heard from him.
Oh, really? I know he was talking about that.
Yeah, we were.
So we got to adjust December, though. His show for December. So we shall see y'all next Thursday night. Same time. Same channel. So y'all have a good weekend.
You too.
Gonna try hard. Babysitting the grandkids again.
I can laugh. I don't have none. I got 2 damn dogs.
I don't want to say that. I'm glad my daughter lives a 6-hour drive, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to take care of 7. No.
Yeah. Alrighty, so y'all have a good weekend. Be safe. if you're going to be using X-Acto knives, maybe look into a pair of chainmail gloves.
And a piece to put on your leg, because a lot of times you're cutting and it's on your leg.
Oh, no, I'd never do that.
Well, that was my first one, my first accident. Put the blade right into my thigh.
Yeah, nah. Oh,
Crazy glue works wonders.
yeah, that just makes me shiver just thinking about that.
Yeah.
And by the way, Dwight, yes, I've been a little preoccupied, so I haven't really kept the calendar up on the .com site, but I will make a special effort to getting on there tomorrow and updating the calendar with Bill's dates and all. Dave said, never cut towards body parts.
I agree.
Yeah. All right, y'all have a good one. We shall see you next Thursday night. Same time, same channel, same night.
Night, Johnny.
All right, bye.